Well, done a few things. This is one of them. The legendarying happened, and making my way back through. The way this worked out, at the time my archery was such that fully improved to the same level. The Daedric bow was a 204, and this was like a 215, 219. There was like 10 to 15 points difference. This ignores half of armor, so on top of being a little bit stronger, it also packs more punch for anything that has armor, which are also usually the things that have more hit points, so there's that. I do not get that I am over encumbered but my bow is drawn benefit with a crossbow, just a regular bow, so that's a downside, because I go for one shot, one kill. The slower draw, well, the slower pull out my weapon and draw than a regular bow matters much less. But so that's how that is. And no, this one doesn't actually have the second enchantment, because it doesn't need one, and it just means I have fewer charges. I mean, this thing has like 47, or still has like 4,700 charges, because I turned the timer on the soul trap all the way down and maintain all the burn damage, which is part of why I like it. I don't have the melee weapon in that I just have the pickaxe, because I carry that around with me all the time anyway, so if I really feel like I need to hit something with a melee weapon, I enchanted that. It does a lot less damage and is a lot slower than a dagger, but it's fine. I have not once actually pulled a melee weapon. I have had things get in my face and I've burned them for it, or just shot them for it, but haven't actually shanked a bitch yet. It had come up in one of Createer's videos about what I actually add on to this, and that is not what I said. I said the trophy room. The rooms that we get for options at the back of the house are the worst ones. I would rather have 2 of the ones that go here. Like, I would put the kitchen back there, or rather than this. That is only there for the direct roof access. Oh, yeah, I can plant things that normally don't. So I have planted things that normally don't. Of course, there's a greenhouse. All the benches but the ones downstairs are gone, because I have put out the only things I care about. And really I don't need the lighting at all, but so yeah, I put it there just because I don't actually sleep, but some things seem to want me to. But yeah. Now, I actually, because of the mod that lets me set up alchemy things that I normally can't, I have a respawning one of these at a greater rate. But yeah, no, I built the alchemy tower just for the direct roof access and easier access to that. But yeah, I decided to go with this house instead of the one I usually do that has the fish that you technically get from Morthal, but is close to Solitude. This one's just more centrally located. So that's why I went with this one instead. Yeah. I, of course, finished Serene's crossbow schematics. I haven't done any other shit there. I turned in Melandria's spare bits. I did a bunch of archery training. It's actually, internally, it's still called marksman, but I did a bunch of training with this, at least partially, so that she could buy potions off of me, because those are a lot of money. That's now being offset by this. He refused to spawn the new spellbooks that he's supposed to have for me by now. So I'm not thrilled with that, but I had started this because I had already gotten the map marker here, so I went down and did this. Don't know why it doesn't say cleared, but it is. So I get to go do that, and then I started it because when I go there, it's gonna have progress anyway. So my plan is that. I did get the rest of the enchantments. I didn't have them all when I made my gear, but I knew I was going to end up having to remake my gear anyway. But I didn't have them all when I made my gear, so I don't actually have water breathing on anything because I didn't have it at the time. Bad fish. You gonna get close enough that I can fry you? Yes. Stupid fish. Not that I need you. Part of why I decided with the house was I had a bunch of stuff that I wanted to be able to sort in the way that I actually prefer to sort stuff. Part of it was when my smithing was sitting there waiting and I had a bunch of stuff that needed selling, I just traded for lots of smithing components. And the wind is rattling my front door and I don't like that sound. Oh, but yeah, now I have the, well, not quite full set. I don't have one of the vampire hoods. I have a circlet. One of the few that I don't think is ugly. It's a silver and sapphire. I do not like gold. I don't like the color. One of the downsides of being stuck with this crossbow is the color. It is not aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, I have technically one of the devious things I wear is there to prevent one of my mods from activating when I don't want it to, because it sits in a slot that blocks that particular mod's behavior. But I am wearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that have enchantments. So that's 10 enchantments on me, on my person, that I wouldn't be able to have otherwise, which is why I have them at all. I don't need this stuff. Habits are habits. I don't need the money, but I can sell it, so I'm inclined to. Want to. I try to stop collecting things once I can grow them, but the ones that are useful, and some of the ones that I know are useful, are obvious. You, shoot. Go on. Get. I've got no business with you. I actually had made... Oh, what did I replace? The boots. The boots. I had already made a pair of boots. Or I'd already enchanted and improved a pair of boots. But I hadn't actually found resist fire yet. And then I did. So I remade the boots so that I actually had resist fire on something. Because I had doubled up on frost and shock, but didn't have any resist fire at all. So I fixed that. I mean, I knew before I made a single piece that I was going to need to... Oh god, bodies. Right? I knew that I was gonna have to redo stuff anyway. I'm not looking, so it's fine. I get to open you once I have the claw. Other thing I do not like about the crossbow is how it sits in my line of sight compared to a regular bow. It is more obtrusive. So, even though it's stronger, I suspect when I get back around, I'm replacing it with regular bow, which I just like better. It's better at the job, but I don't like it. Sorry, ma'am. You don't get to be on display either. Don't need my headphones. You can have volume turned down. Right. I'm not using a spell that pacifies, but also draws those out. So I do have to come in. I see you. Come on. I like setting off fire before I go wandering around. However, when fire goes, everything that isn't bolted down goes flying too. And becomes harder to find. Some of it actually clips through shit. Because Bethesda... Oh. I'm not coming back this way, so... Well, I am, but not... Try to remember not to look that way again. I didn't remember they were there in the first place. Yeah, of course I am. That's fine. Yeah, I can't address this with a drawn crossbow. Which is one of the biggest disappointments for me. I end up over encumbered enough that it's actually, you know, a thing for me. Come on. No, that won't get all of it.
Susu, you must be hungry for a deal. I'm sure we can strike a bargain.
You can't take the enchantments I want. You can. You can't. They can. Resist poison is the least valuable wearable enchantment, and since I make a bunch of stuff, and the potions are expensive, because they have to be, I use the least valuable enchantment I can on stuff that I'm selling, just so that I can actually still sell it. I get the enchantment done. It goes on the jewelry, which is nice and lightweight, and how a lot of the smithing happens, so there's also that. Probably should sell more of the heavy stuff, because I'm gonna get bogged down again. So, you. Actually, for now, just everything but the jewelry, I guess. I can't quite sell you. There.
Until you summon me again.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't look around the corner. Just set everything on fire, because I can. Oh. No. Keep that way. It's fine. Get out of the way. That's the only stuff in this one yet. Yep. I know you're over there. I could kinda get a line on you. Let's move you over here and kindly face down. Well, at least you're somewhere where I won't. Nope, nope, nope. I can still see you. It's not. Your current configuration is not helpful. If you had like one legs, not that one. This, no. Look, just flatten out. Bastard. I just want to take your robes and not see your junk. It's not that complicated. there's more of you in the area. No, you can stay where you are. No need to get up on my account. You're already on bird. Crafting bolts makes a lot fewer bolts. Makes 10 instead of 24. And they're worth less in value. So it trains smithing a lot less for the same materials. But it's fine. I have jewelry, and technically if I put perks back in, I have a bunch of other stuff that I also traded for that I can smith. Oh, right. That was... I had gotten into Y House, and using up some of the smithing materials I had accumulated quite a lot of was the other big piece of why, other than that I want to be able to sort my shit. But I also wanted to be able to do the crafting in my own house instead of having to go into Whiterun and use stuff that was there. So, picked a house, built the house. The only thing I needed to go out for was, of course, the sawn logs. Just say no to spiders.
so soon. Haggling with you can be so entertaining. Until you summon me again.
Yeah, this one. Actually, they won't get up, even if I am standing up and making a fuss. I wonder. No, not you. You. Okay. I'm fine with that. I don't have the perk that gives me the range. I will actually have to come into the room. Yeah. Even if they're locked up, if you put a rune at the base of the sarcophagus, vertical or otherwise, it'll damage them. Hopefully it'll also pop the lid so you can access the body, or at least some of the body will stick out so you can access the body to loot it. No, that's not. Come on. That's not quite close enough. No. That'll do it. I have to come the rest of the way in the room to get the last two. I mean, I can just tuck away and actually pick them off. I've done it before. They even put the lights out for me, or lower for me, so. That's what I usually do. But I remembered that I actually have a rune, so I could do it that way. Do not remember your configuration. Bird dragon. Okay. The Gauldursons I already got as the one that had the bow. I don't remember which is which of the others. especially not until I see them. Yeah, okay. I'm safe from you and your friends for the moment. After I trigger you, I can... This is the place. The right place. I can actually jump up there and be safe.
Good heavens. I'm sure we can strike a bargain.
No, what I want... Those are expensive and will offset a bunch of other shit. You're heavier. Do not want. I'm not sure how much weight I have to offset. Those things aren't super valuable, but they are heavy, so... Okay. Okay.
Ah, sweet oblivion.
How's that? Oh, much
Soon
better.
I shall return.
Yeah. Takes a little bit of persistence, but can actually get up here. Can't trigger things from up here, but have actually managed to get my ass up there. And since I know I can do it without cheating, I don't actually feel bad about doing it with cheating if necessary. Not that it's actually necessary. Come far enough forward for you and the first batch of your friends to get up. Now the lids on all your friends will pop. I do set things up to be a... No, do the ones that didn't get up on their own not drop anything? Yeah, sure. No. That just happened to be how it went. Sure. Let's open you. And you. Fine. Excuse you. Don't get stuck on things. Oh, it's my first one of those. Gets set aside with the other potions that I'm not using at the moment. This is why I had to move his body. Because I knew that I would come back out there and didn't want to see it. Get unstuck. Thank you. Also why I wanted him face down just in case. There were bodies on the way out that I couldn't avoid seeing, so I guess I get to edit those out. But I actually got through a whole thing. So that's something. Oh. Okay, good. I didn't burn through all of those and fuck that up. Sure. So yeah. Smithing stuff. Technically, the Daedra hearts are set aside because there's the main pouch that I use for alchemy ingredients. This is where stuff that's for sale goes. I am not using or enchanting you. I can't enchant you. I can't ditch you. I can enchant you. And you can take the enchantment I want. I'm not going to bother enchanting you. You get flagged. That's shit for. Why are you? Fuck you. Obnoxious motherfucking thing. This is stuff that's useful for other things. I didn't actually get anything there. Keys. Reserved potions. I will be able to make better of those. That one, even with the fortify I have on the gear I have. Oh, right, that was the other thing I wanted to mention, is that because I have all those extra enchantment slots, my crafting gear, smithing and alchemy and whatever, can also just be my main gear because I have all the extra enchantments on me. But because the base numbers for fortify enchanting are so much lower, that doesn't improve nearly so much as that. But yeah, that's where reserved potions go. Regular alchemy ingredients reserved for other things, alchemy ingredients. I haven't actually put anything in here yet, but I have all the space set up for it. Oh god, now I gotta collect all those. I can hear you. Fucking bees. I hate actually maneuvering through this because these are shitty obstacles and you get stuck on them a lot. It's easier to just toggle collision and kind of move back and forth through the room that way. If I could foos, apparently, that might solve the problem with dealing with collecting all the shit that flaps around in here day and night. But yeah, no, that's a pain in the ass and it's gonna take a while. But yeah, just the alchemy, the enchanting. I made the bed that I already commented about. I don't actually use unless some quest is going to require it of me, which I hate. They removed the need to sleep to level, so I don't sleep. It's not worth it. But quests still want you to do it, and even more frustratingly, because Bethesda is good at skimping on shit in weird-ass places, is that even mods do it. There are mods that require you to sleep for their thing to work and never tell you in the mod description, in the interactions in the mod itself. Nowhere, unless you go digging, do you find out that you need to sleep at all for it to work. I hate it. If you need me to do something that I don't absolutely have to, tell me. Anyway, I have to go clean that room out. And apparently edit the junk out of this video.